Maybe it was a bad idea to move this one away.
It's fine.
How did you touch it?
So if this one doesn't work,
We're live. Ready. Told you I was going live.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Patricia Quintana Authentic Mexican Salsas. Today we are going to make a really easy recipe with pre-made chicken, something that you can make for your family anytime, super easy. So first step that we have is to put together the marinade for the chicken. So to do that, we put a little bit of oil into little bowls here, and this is just your marinade base. Then you put oregano, chili powder, and ground cumin into your marinade bowls. And we put just about a teaspoon in each, so just a decent amount in each. And this is just to add to the flavor of our wonderful salsas. And you can actually marinate in the salsas directly. You actually don't need to add anything extra. These are just the spices that I like to add. And that one got a little extra cumin, that's okay. You can't usually have too much cumin. And then we have our garlic. And I really enjoy garlic, so I usually put in at least a teaspoon or so of garlic, of fresh minced garlic. And then we stir up our spice mixture. And you can see here it's just a nice little spice mixture with an oil base, a couple of spices, and some garlic. Now, one of the things that I think is great when you have a busy day or busy home, especially right now when everything is just kind of a little bit overwhelming, is it's much easier to do this with a pre-cooked chicken, but there's nothing wrong with buying chicken and cooking it as well. And my favorite way to shred chicken is not with the old fork method, that takes forever. Instead, we're going to use a KitchenAid and shred it this way because that's a lot easier. So you take your cooked chicken, and this is just from a rotisserie chicken at the store, just cooked chicken here, and you just pop it into your KitchenAid, just as is. Just get everything off of there that you can. There we go, and we just close this. And you just run it on low. And this actually shreds your chicken really fast. And if you want to hurry up like I do, you can shred it a little bit more. Okay, now we have our shredded chicken and we are ready to go. So we can take just a little bowl, put in our shredded chicken. And then we put in our desired Patricia Quintana salsa. You can see here that we have pre-marinated some of these, and then you can see that when they come from the company, you can see these absolutely gorgeous packaging. So this is a great gift for someone who really loves authentic Mexican salsa, or just a real great gift for yourself. And you can see how wonderful it's been made. All of these are made from authentic ingredients, things that are bought directly from the farmers in Mexico. Then they are small batch roasted directly after coming in from the factory to the factory from the farms. And these are coming in directly from the farms. They're the most fresh. They're used within a couple of days of coming in from the farmers themselves. And so you have this great opportunity to have authentic salsa that's been roasted and bottled within days of picking, which you just can't get that quality of ingredients unless you're growing it yourself. And so I've got my shredded chicken, I have my spice mix, and I have my 3 chiles, and I'm going to mix it in together. And then what I want to do is I want to let this sit and marinate for at least a half an hour. And you can do it thicker or thinner. It's really up to you what kind of approach you want to take. And you can do it, you know, a little bit more wet, a little bit less wet, and then let this sit for at least a half an hour while all the juices marinate, everything gets together, you have all of your spices getting in there. It makes it taste so amazing. Okay, so we have a couple of items that we've already had marinating for a while. Do we have this one? Okay. So when we want to take the items for cooking, we just put it right in and get it nice and heated. And so our goal here with this is really just to get it heated up. And while it's heating, we'll take out a couple of tortillas. We'll get this set out so that we can heat those up in just a moment. And because we want to make sure this is super easy for you, nothing super difficult, we also recommend getting the pico de gallo from the store already pre-made. And this will make it really easy to just pop it into a pre-made corn tortilla with some delicious Patricia Quintana marinated chicken and put it right into a taco. You can literally have Taco Tuesdays in about, you know, a half hour of marinating, 10 minutes maybe of work. It's really that simple. So now we just want to make sure that we get this heated and it's nice and sizzling and warm. Oh, that smells wonderful. You can see the steam coming out of that. It just smells fantastic. It smells like Taco Tuesday, even though it's not Taco Tuesday. And great question. Thank you for asking, Alexandra. Are the salsas spicy? They are a little bit. They would kind of be seen as mild to medium in terms of your average Mexican salsa. I would say it depends on how spicy you like things. I personally love things spicy, especially good Mexican spicy. I'm not as good with Indian spices, but I really love spicy Mexican food. So these ones are great for most palates. I would say that something like the chipotle. So we have our chipotle here, and we have the chipotle marinated. You can see how the color is just so rich and delicious. You can see that one is going to be more of a mild one. And then you have some other ones like the chile de arbol salsa or the salsa. These are going to be spicier. And then probably one of the spiciest is actually, I believe, this one, the extra spicy jalapeno is pretty darn spicy. And then the pineapple and habanero is pretty spicy as well. So we have quite a few amazing salsas to choose from. And another question, are those sauces made from natural ingredients? Yes, these are all made directly from ingredients sourced in Mexico, completely fresh. Now, the only thing that's not sourced in Mexico is during the winter, some things are not available in certain parts of Mexico and they have to be sourced from Central America. And that's the only time that there are ingredients that are not sourced from Mexico is during the winter. Otherwise, everything is sourced from within a few miles of the factory. They're just that local, that fresh, and then they're shipped up north to us. This is made in an authentic manner in Mexico from the roasted vegetables right there. A question here, do I have to marinate or can I just pour it like a sauce right on top of the tacos? Yeah, you can pour it just right on top of the tacos, especially if you're doing like pork or something like that. That can be really good. Just put right in and then put some on top. I personally like it marinated because then all the flavors kind of mix together, but sometimes it's more fun to taste everything separately. With chicken, I also like to marinate because sometimes the pre-made chickens from the store, the rotisserie chicken, it can get pretty dry. And so it can be better to make sure that it is that it is mixed beforehand so it isn't dry. And then another question, are there any preservatives added? And there are not. So you can see on the ingredients down here, you can see that these are made of tomatoes, water, onion, white vinegar, cane sugar, more pepper, garlic, salt, and avocado oil. And one of the things that's really special about these salsas is they're made with avocado oil, not with corn oil or some other kind of oil like canola oil. We really want to remind people that avocado oil is one of the most healthy kind of oils and fats that you can have in your body. And this is sourced and made in Mexico. So Mexican avocados here. And no preservatives. It's simply jarred at the source and ready for your use. Okay, so we've had this heating for quite some time. Oh, that just looks fantastic, doesn't it? Okay, we're going to take that off the heat. And we're going to heat up our tortilla here. Just get it nice and warm so that we can put that in there, and it's going to be really simple. We just want to put our chicken in and then our pre-made pico de gallo, and you don't have to do this, but it's pretty delicious. I know for some parts of the population, cilantro tastes like soap, and so maybe for those folks, they're not going to be very impressed with this. But for those people who enjoy it, cilantro is a great addition to put on top. So we're just getting this heated up here with the leftovers here of the heat from our food here. And it's very simple. We just put it right in the center here, just a nice basic taco. That just smells so good. And then we have our pico. And you just put that right on top, nice and easy. Don't have to make anything complicated here. And a little bit of cilantro. And there you have it, completely healthy, ready to go in just a few minutes, just for your Taco Tuesday with your family. You see how quickly and how easily we are able to make this delicious taco. And if you really want to, you can top it with some sour cream or some plain yogurt, something nice and sour and delicious to go with this, or maybe top it with a little bit of cotija cheese, which would be fantastic. And enjoy your Patricia Quintana authentic Mexican salsa. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday.